And that's a tough question, man. You're going to have to give me some time to think about that. But yeah, let's do the Wicker Man trivia night from 1970s. Here we go. Ready for the intro.
Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
Hey, everybody, welcome to Late Late Horror Show. I am Dino. What is going on? What a frickin' 24 hours it's been. Jesus criminy. And we still got somebody out there. There's a big machine making a bunch of noise. Going, and I hope you can't pick it up on the microphone, but it's driving me crazy. And last night, thunderstorms rolled in. The power went out like 3 times. It interrupted the stream, and I was getting ready to fall asleep, and I'm like, I'm not starting it back up. I'm sorry. There's lots to catch up on. So catch up on them. But yeah, the power went out last night and interrupted the overnight ghostly stream. But we should be good. All the storms are gone and away. And yeah, we have CBS Radio Mystery Theater. These episodes I'm putting together and timestamping, I'm doing in order of not rebroadcasts, but all of the shows, the new shows, and I'm restoring them, making them sound way better than they were. So there is that. But let me say hi to everybody in the chat. Oh, man. Sorry for the belch there. Connie Clary, Harry Scott, CM, Edward Stewart, Brian Kirkham, WWM, Spooky Bed Hair. Spooky Bed Hair. It's been quite a while since I've seen you. Jeremy Heath, what is going on? Good to see you. Night Fright Talk Show. Looks like that's the round tripper for us, but we are going to be doing the original Wicker Man. There may be a couple tie-in questions to the remake, which I don't even really like to even discuss that and talk about it, because again, the Wicker Man, this movie from 1973, is one that should never have been remade. You don't touch films like this at all. They are so unique. It's one of the best, if not the best, folk horror ever, in my opinion. So, there's that. But yeah, we will be asking some questions here. And yes, I'm very proud of my son today. School came in first place, track and field, and my son got his first gold medal as a freshman, 14 years old, in long jump. I am pushing. We will be training. We are going to break that school record. So there you go. Anyways, Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy is on. That's good to hear. Night Fright Talk Show. Listen, I've got all those films at hand, ready to go at any given time when I want to see them. So there you go. Anywho, yeah. So let's get ready to do this Wicker Man. I'm also doing something else on the channel. I started doing the shorts. They're only 60 seconds long. They're Ellery Queen minute mysteries. So I thought this is the perfect thing to put up for a YouTube short. So check those out. They're very interesting, very short to get through. They're in the short section. If you go to the channel page, you'll see it there. Just something very interesting and different to do. Spooky Bed here. The Late Horror Show. I'm subbed to 1,000 people. I don't always catch the notifications. No, exactly. You're going to hit the ones that you know you enjoy and want to be at all times, and that's what we all kind of do. I'm subscribed to thousands of people too, but how many do I actually watch? Maybe 3 or 4 channels. That's about it. So. But good to have you here tonight. Ethel Roast, Johnny Bacon, Peter Ham, What's going on, Ethel Roast? Good to have you here. I love a good roast. You know what I mean? Always love a good roast. But yeah, it's interesting how it went down last night, the overnight. But CBS Radio Mystery Tonight, guys should love it. And yeah, so anything else to talk about here, people? No. Hopefully you're not hearing that outrageous noise outside. It's driving me crazy. Close. I be prepping. Prepping the steak. There you go, Edward. Yeah, I've got some water here. I've got some ginger ale. I'm ready to go. Ready to go. So here we go with the Wicker Man, 1973. Oh, and Brian Kirkham, middle name Rump. Ethel Rump Roast. Ethel Rump Roast. Good to see you. That's good. I love it. Brian Kirkham, going back to, is there any old time radio that I just can't stand? Listen, I'm sure there are some. I know in the past there's been even some crime ones that I've watched I've listened to that I said, oh, this is usually they're the ones that are like, this is a real case from the court files or something like that. And you hear like two people talking like they're in court. Listen, I think there's only 2 or 3 episodes of that show. I don't even know what it's called. I can't remember. But it's very, very few that I don't like. I can get some enjoyment out of a lot of them, most of them. But yes, of course, there's some bad ones. Heck, I even like some of the musical ones. They're interesting too, just because I like the music of the time period. But anyways, kind of doesn't answer the question, but there it is. So yeah. So anyways, let's start going. Let's get into the Wicker Man questions before people go, is he going to ask a question? What's going on here? I don't understand. What's he doing? Have you guys seen this yet? That's nice right there, that little plaque. Anyways, The Wicker Man, 1973. Let's hit the first question. Scott Burton. Hi, everyone. Good to see all of you. Good to see you, Scott Burton. We're just about ready to hit. I love a good roast. Yes, don't we all? Oh, geez. So first question. Here we go. You guys have to name it. This isn't A, B, or C, or D this time. So here we go. Well, that's what we were talking about in the Discord the other day. If you can find bad OTR shows, the list would be short. Exactly, Brian. Exactly. Cam's Crash Courses. I'm a Patreon member. Last time I checked. I listen every night. Thanks, Dino and everyone. Thank you, Cam. Thank you, Cam. Some more people popping in. Leanne Richey, accompanied by the Bats. Good to see you, Donovan Belair. Hi, everybody. Good to see each and every one of you tonight. Hopefully everybody's safe from all the storms and all that. It was pretty crazy last night. I was, out of the corner of my eye through the window, I saw a huge lightning bolt, boom, and power went out. And I'm like, the stream went down. But I didn't start it. I was too tired. Anyways, here we go. Question number 1 for The Wicker Man, 1973. I'm thinking the best folk horror movie of all time. Christopher Lee. I mean, come on. Oops, I hope that wasn't an answer. Okay, question number 1. Here we go. We have a lot of movies to go over, Dino, like Ghost, Burnt Offerings, Near Dark, Vampire. Yeah, there's a lot. The list is endless. So we have many videos to do and nights to spend together. So yeah, I mean, listen, plenty of time. I'm in a winter storm warning. Oh no, WWM, please don't say that. We're hitting spring here. It's going to be 70 in a couple days. Question number 1. In which part of the UK was The Wicker Man from 1973 mostly filmed? Was it in England, Scotland, Ireland, or Wales? And not the sea mammal. What? What? Blackula. Yeah, I'd like to cover Blackula on this channel. Maybe I will. Listen, I don't care what the heck I cover, as long as it's interesting. Let's see. I don't go A, B, C, or D. No. You got to type in the answer. Let's see. Who got it first? Spooky Bed here. Spooky, for some reason I love that name, and I don't even have my pad and paper ready. Oh, I'm losing it. Hey, Ian Sharp, what's going on, man? I'm not even prepared. Pen, paper. That's right. Like the olden days, keep the pen and the paper handy. So, Spooky Bed here gets a point. It is Scotland, so 1 point for you, Spooky Bed here. It is Scotland, mostly in Dumfries and Galloway. So there you go. Boom. That's where they filmed it. Yeah, now that's where they filmed that story. I just want to shout out our friend RTN Production. His like will not be seen again. Cam's crash courses. Cam, every single night, I quote, or at least every single stream or every overnight show, I type in the chat, "Hi Boy Donuts," just in memory of our friend Dennis, RTN Productions, and Donald Duck Apple Juice, of course. I will never forget him. So there you go. Enough said. Yeah. Let's see. That is a great name, Zusia K. Yeah, I love Spooky Bed here. That's a good name. That's a good name. But Dino, I asked. What did you ask, Connie? Wales? Wait, what? I'm not sure, Connie, what you mean. Okay, so on to question number two. Of course, Cam. Listen, that is all about RTN. That's our friend who will never be forgotten on this channel. That dude was one of a kind, and he is missed. So, anyways, question number two. Here we go. Question number two. Who is the star of the often derided remake of The Wicker Man in 2006? So there's your remake question. Who is the star of the remake of The Wicker Man in 2006? Oh, it had to be said. The question had to be there. There had to be a couple connections to the remake. Technically, there didn't, but about what you need. About what I need? Oh, you mean drinks and whatnots? Yeah. I've got ginger ale and water. Yeah, you always ask. Thank you, Connie. Harry Scott comes away with a point. Yes, of course, it's Nicolas Cage. Nick Coppola at the roast. Good, I would have accepted that too. Well, kind of, yeah. I definitely need to see it, Zusha. Oh my God, you definitely need to see what? Not the remake. Did you see this? Did you see this one, Edward? Have you seen the original Wicker Man, 1973? Edward, you had to have. Isn't he going to be in a vampire movie? Yes, he is. Renfield, where he plays, Nicolas Cage plays Count Dracula. So it looks silly, but I like silly Nicolas Cage. So who the heck knows? It may be at least fun. But I tell you what, the makeup looks ridiculous. Listen, I know the new Liam Neeson Philip Marlowe is out now on platforms and stuff like that. You got to pay for it, like rent it and all that. I'm not going to do that, but that's another one where I'm like, hey. It may be okay, but Liam Neeson as Philip Marlowe, and there's a series I just started watching. HBO, if you got HBO. If not, oh, so well, I don't know. But Perry Mason, and it's set in the early part of the century. So it's a time period piece. It's Perry Mason, and there's a whole lot of stars in it. Even Robert De Niro pops up here and there in it. A lot of people from uh, Boardwalk Empire are in there too. Looks great. 2 seasons in, I'm like, wow, I definitely have to check this out. Perry Mason, not the 50s Perry Mason or the 60s, but we're talking early part of the century. It's like kind of the mobster era in the 20s, 30s, 40s. It's so damn good. So damn good. Paul Hamm, what is going on? Ugh. Ugh about what? Liam Neeson, maybe. Darren Garcia, Liam, he might be a little too old. That's exactly my point, Darren Garcia. And it's good to see you, Darren. It's been a while, my friend. Been a whole long time. Zushi says, "Oh, love Boardwalk Empire." Boardwalk Empire is fantastic. Geriatric Marlowe. That's what I was talking about. Liam Neeson, where he's a great actor, sometimes it doesn't matter how great the actor is. If they just don't fit the role, they don't fit the role. He don't fit the role. All you need to do is hear him talk and how frail he is. And because he's getting old. He smokes. He's got that, raspiness to it. He doesn't sound like Philip. Wrong choice. Anywho, and Harry Scott Perry Mason, yes. But this looks really, really good. Tricky Woo. I like Nicolas Cage, especially in Lord of War. There you go. Good. I love Nicolas Cage too. He's so weird that I like him in a lot of his films, other than The Wicker Man, the remake. Don't want to see that. He is 70. Yeah, Brian, why would Hollywood? Why would they put a 70-year-old Liam Neeson in for a Philip Marlowe kind of a reboot, kind of like a new type of, I don't understand it. I'm kind of perplexed by the whole thing. I think Paul beat me. What? Harry Scott? Did Paul come in? How far up do I gotta go? Let's see. Okay, so let me see. Did Paul Hamm come in? Give me 1 second. I didn't see Paul Hamm. Nick Cage. Paul Hamm, Nick Cage, and then Harry Scott. Yes, thank you, Harry Scott. Sorry, Paul. Okay, time to pay attention, Dino. So Paul Hamm gets the point. Sorry, Paul. And thank you, Harry Scott. Thank you. As soon as Cage had the Oscar in his hand, he cashed in. Well, yeah, of course. Face Off. This is a pretty damn good movie. He's done some good work. Yes. Con Air. Yeah, good movie. Because they took a property in Marlowe that they assumed that no one under 70 would know what it is. Cast Neeson on the whole. Yeah, no, that doesn't bode well with me. I don't know. Let's see. Black Roses is here. Not the bees. No. Thank you, Harry. No worries, Dino. Thank you. Okay. Question number 3. Let's keep moving along. I love that you guys are really recount. I love that you guys are really chatting it up, man, tonight. Chatting. Love it. Renfield with Nick should be good. I think I just talked about that, Darren Garcia. Renfield, where Nicolas Cage is playing Dracula, Count Dracula. Seems a bit silly on the trailer, the makeup, everything, but I think should be a fun film. Definitely a fun film. Ghost Rider. There you go. Yeah. WTF, horror and sci-fi. Hi, all. Love this movie. Great portrayal of good old-time religion. Oh, listen. Not only just religion, but there's a lot of Masonic symbolism in this film, which is uh, quite odd, but not really quite odd because, when you start getting into paganism and symbolism and okay, they all kind of intertwine with each other. But yeah, lots of. Me and Ted did a full-on Wicker Man commentary on the channel a long time ago. You could look it up. Just put Late Horror Show Wicker Man commentary, it'll come up. But we go in depth when we did our commentaries in the past. We went so in depth in the movies. We really dug deep on the information you got. And yes, lots of symbolism. It's a spoofish movie, Renfield. Exactly, Darren Garcia. Yepers. You could probably ask my wife, who was Philip Marlowe, and she would say the cigarette company. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, question number 3. Well, again, they're doing Perry Mason. I know I'm getting there. Oh, no A, B, C, or D. No A, B, C, or D. The old religion, as it is called, Paul Ham. Yes. What was I going to say? Anyways, let's get to question number 3. What is the name of the fictional island on which the story takes place? Come on, you guys. What is the name of the fictional island on which the story takes place? Bing, bang, boom. Bing, bang, boom. Take a sip of my ginger ale. Just the carbonation, Give you a good belch. Cool, Dino. Agreed, Paul. 42. Damn. Perry Mason is good stuff. Well, again, yeah, I was saying, yep, there you go. If you do it in the time that the stories take place, like Perry Mason on HBO, that I just happened to catch, I'm like, no way. What the heck? So many shows that you don't even know are out there and are good just pass you on by. And that looks like a good one. Well, it is. The first episode's fantastic so far. It can't get any worse than that. It's only got to get better. But like that, the pyramid, it's set in the time period. Listen, I know Philip Marlowe, that movie is set in the time period too, but with a 70-year-old Liam. Anyway, okay. Summer's Isle, Spooky Bed here gets point number 2. Spooky Bed here. Maybe some competition tonight. Boom. Excellent, Dino. Canada Dry, nice and cold. Yes, Edward Stewart. But everybody got Summer's Isle. New Australia, Adam 12. Now we're talking shows. But yeah, congratulations, Spooky Bed here. 2 points to you. Paul Ham's got 1 point. Question number 4. Here we go. Let's see if you know your British rock bands, huh? Which British heavy rock band released a song called "The Wicker Man" in 2000? Will anybody get this? Maybe somebody. I see maybe Paul Ham might get this. I don't know. Which British heavy rock band released a song called "The Wicker Man" in 2000? Adam 12 is good. Is Adam for Christ here? Hey, Adam. Adam for Christ. What's going on? Yes, CM. Be watching the original April Fool's Day tonight. There you go. Yes. April Fool's Day. Yeah. I didn't even have anything planned. Who does Orist? What? Listen, if that's Spooky Bed here, I'm not sure what that means. So if it means no, not Judas Priest, not Metallica, Ian Sharp. Here we go. Yes, you got Herman's Hermits. I love it. Ian Sharp gets a point. It is Iron Maiden. Ian Sharp. It is Iron Maiden, people. We got a really special show tonight. Yes, Iron Maiden, heavy metal. I mean, yes, they're heavy metal. Glam rock, heavy metal, whatever. I got overexcited. Spooky pet here. Survey says Iron Maiden. Sorry, typo. It's all good. Happy April Fool's Day. Ah, yeah, I should have thought of something. Yeah. Like I should have just went live like I wasn't. Yeah, I can't talk about what I could have done. Anyways, congrats. Let's move on to question number 5. Question number 5. Here we go. Keep it going. Sighs, says Black Roses. What is the name of the girl that Edward Woodward's character is investigating the disappearance of? So what girl went missing? What is the name of the girl that Edward Woodward's character is investigating the disappearance of? And it's a song to be sung by you know who. Yeah, Fright Night, that would have been good for trivia or review on that. What did Night Fright say? Oh, yeah, April Fool's Day would have been a good one. John McKee, good to see you. Good to see you. Is nobody going to know it? It's not Willow. Good try. There you go. Let's see. Spooky bed here. Let me just make sure. You wait. He says it's going to be CBS Radio Mystery Theater, and after the intro is going to be 12 hours of C-SPAN. No! Even on April Fool's Day, I wouldn't do that to you. Not at all. Yeah, so Spooky Bed here gets another point. 3 points to you. Rowan Morrison. He is looking for Rowan Morrison. The name Rowan and Martin. Slow down on the ginger ale, Dino. Don't overdo it. Amelia Earhart, Rowan. Now you got it. There you go. Mildred. Up the irons, Edward. Okay, so here we go with next question. Question number 6. Bing, bang, boom. How did the film magazine Cine Fantastique once describe the Wicker Man? Was it the Casablanca of horror movies? The Citizen Kane of horror movies? Or the Godfather of horror movies? So how did the film magazine Cine Fantastique once describe the Wicker Man? Was it the Casablanca of horror movies? The Citizen Kane of horror movies? Or the Godfather of horror movies? Interesting that they would say that, but Spooky A Ringer. Patty Hearst. Oh boy. Good. Casablanca of horror. No. I know you guys need to dig deep for that, right? Anybody remember the Cinema Fantastique magazine? Ian Sharp came in right before you. Ian Sharp came in right before Paul Ham, so Ian Sharp gets second point. Spooky Bed here with 3, Ian Sharp with 2, Paul Ham with 1. It is the Citizen Kane of horror, saying that it is one of the greatest horror films of all time, I would think. Citizen Kane is up there as being said one of the greatest films of all time. So The Wicker Man? Anyways, that's to be debated, and I love Wicker Man, but there you go. Godmother of horror, Vicky Alcorn. What is going on? Vicky? Steve Askey Steve Askey says B. The answer is B. No ABCs or Ds. You got to type in. I do remember that magazine, Dino. Very cool. Yes, great magazine, says Ian Sharp. Q, Casablanca of horror movies, Leanne Roche. You silly, silly people. Anyways, let's keep moving on. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Vicky, man. Yeah, we had storms last night, man. Lightning in the sky, all that good stuff. Yeah, just moved the dwarf red lobster over into a different aquarium. The baby mollies are doing great. They're growing up. Yeah. My son's first gold medal today in track and field, long jump. Yeah. Okay, anyways, moving on. I personally disagree, though, after the Britt Eklund scene. I kind of considered Wicker Man the Debbie Does Dallas of horror films, as Ethel Roast. Well, listen, the Britt Eklund scene in that movie, it adds a little bit of something to the movie. And listen, it was getting across a point. Okay, the banging on the wall. And listen, I know she was nude, but listen, we're talking about paganism, the old rituals of yeah. I mean, I hear you, but yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Yeah, Citizen Kane is great if you can get through it. I don't want to take anything from Wells, but that movie is a slog. Oh, Brian. We all got, just goes to show. Thanks, Darren Garcia. Congrats on the gold. Yeah, listen, I'm proud, man. Just goes to show you how everybody's taste in movies are just so different. CM, Plan 9 is the Citizen Kane of the bad movies. There you go. Well said. Well said. Temptation. Yes, Ian Sharp. Britt Eklund. Ooh-wee. That wasn't actually Britt Eklund in that scene. It was a bottom double. Yes. And me and Ted talked about that in our commentary. That was talked about. So there you go. Rosebud ain't all it's cracked up to be. Am I not young and fair? Britt Eklund was awesome in What the Peeper Saw. This movie was old school cool. Now I have a wrench, says Darren Garcia. Darren, you haven't been around in a long time. But I hope you're doing well. And again, when I see up close your avatar, it looks like I see that it's a G. But for some reason in my mind, it's still stuck. It looks like an owl when it's very tiny. It's odd. I see an owl in there, but it's a concrete chiseled G. It's weird. In some of the scenes, not all, says Ian Sharp. Exactly. Are also called Night Child, preferred the third man. Those were Willow's lyrics, some of them. There you go. Listen, I'm glad again, if you guys really dig this movie, a newer movie called Midsommar, Midsommer, or AR. It's such a good movie. It's a newer folk horror. Done, how many years ago was that now? I forget how. You guys will find it. It's a fantastic film. Citizen Kane was complicated and before its time. Great movie, yes. Great camera work, great everything about the film. I think Britt Eklund was pregnant during filming. Yes, Ian Sharp. Anyone who likes this should check out Blood on Satan's Claw. Yes, me. Paul Hamm, me and Ted did a full commentary on Blood on Satan's Claw. Technically one of the 3 trilogy classic folk horror movies. It is Blood on Satan's Claw is another one of them. And that movie's just as wild. And you definitely, the patch of hair, that's all I'll say. Kind of Salem witchy trials going on there. Very, very good film. Very, very good film. Michael Pooch. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Right back at you, Michael Pooch. Wicker is a great film. My fave thing of many things about movie is its pacing, tone, and ambiance created. Ethel Roast. Yes, yes. You definitely get a feel for this movie. Yes, 2019, Connie. Thank you, thank you. Boy, that's the only thing about ginger ale, man. Get you belching. Blood on Satan's Claw, a great one. Okay, so here we go. JLR is here. Hugs. Hey, hey, hey. What's going on? Good to see you. Next question. Here we go. What is May's daughter, Myrtle, painting a picture of when Sergeant Howie pays them a visit in the post office shop? So what is May's daughter, Myrtle, painting a picture of when Sergeant Howie pays them a visit in the post office shop? It plays a big part in the whole movie. Let's see who gets it first. I just switched to Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy on Svengoolie. I'm in and out of chat, but listening, Kane is amazing. It's a shame you can't DVR or pause it, cam. But I do appreciate you being in both places at the same time. WTF, I feel the movie... the feel of the movie kind of reminds me of the episodes of the Avengers in some places. A little bit. Hey, Ray Christie, what's going on? What is going on? Good to see you. Good to have you. I guess that's close enough. A rabbit and a hare is the same thing. So am I going to be technical? I mean, technically a rabbit and a hare is different, but I get what you're saying. Paul Ham, point number 2 to you. Yeah, I could be, I could say, go look at the dictionary. They're 2 different breeds of the same species. But anyways, can I tell people I know you? Michael Pooch? Who you talking to? Who you talking to, Michael Pooch? You talking to me? You want to tell people that you want to say I know him? Is that what you want to say? I'm not sure I don't know what's going on there. Michael Pooch. I thought I've seen you in the chat before, but who knows? Here, yes, true all. Man on fire. Q rabbits. Q Maypole. Way to go here. Me? Michael Pooch. Are you being a smart ass? Michael Pooch. You being a smart ass. Listen, you could tell people you know me. I mean, I don't know if they're going to know me. I mean, what the hell? Here is just a redneck rabbit. Yeah, there you go, WTF. Can I tell? Listen, I hear you. Just keep an eye on them in chat, people. But yeah, sure. You could tell people you know me. You say he's got this plaque, this silver play button. He's yeah, whatever, man. Sorry, it's my OCD, says Cam. No, I hear you. There's people who multitask doing. I'm surprised you don't have the radio on too, with this music in the background. Here is a rabbit that missed by that much, just almost a hair. Missed it by a hair. Anyways, tell everyone here. He says, "Hey, LOL." Yeah, Michael Pooch, get the word around. Walk the streets, and let people know. Say, man, I know Dina from the Late Horror Show. Yeah. Do it, man. I'm so excited. My area is overwhelmed with redneck, says Zushike. Okay, so Paul Ham, Oh wait, did I give you a point there? Rabbits. Do you got 3 points now? 3, 6, 7, 8. 8. Oh no. Okay, so I did give you a point. So throwing me off there a little bit. Hey, Scarecrow, what is going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, so thank you, Connie. Everyone hit that thumbs up button, please. That bell icon, that notification, all that good stuff. Go down there and join the channel where we get movie nights and all kinds of other great stuff. Patreon, whatever. Links are in the description. Do what you wish. Yeah, definitely good to see you. I think Michael Pooch is out telling everybody that he knows me. So there you go. Just wait until people start asking you for autograph headshots. That'll probably never happen unless somehow the videos other than the old time radios take off. But and hopefully you guys got to see Elise last night with Basket Case. Very, very well done and very entertaining as always. Good stuff. Basket Case. What a great thing. And I'm doing minute mysteries for the shorts. YouTube shorts are minute mysteries. 60 seconds, you'll hear an old time radio show. So there you go. Anywho, let's get to the next question. Next question is, what is the name of the inn where Sergeant Howie stays at whilst on the island? So name the inn where Sergeant Howie stays at whilst on the island. What could it be? What could it be? I love the name too. I love this name. You're in this. Belial. Yes, Belial. Elise did a excellent job. What's the jive, Dino? What's the jive? It's a turkey. Belial, spooky bed here. Spooky bed here. Knowing her stuff tonight. Big Wicker Man fan. 4 points to you. Ian Sharp with 2. Paul Ham with 2. Unbelievable. Great stream. At least did. Yep. You can always go back and check them out. This is my radio. I listen and watch stuff. I'm doing chores and I jump in when I can. Cheers. Yes, it is the Green Inn. The Green Inn. I love the name. It's very Hobbit-like, very folkish. The Green Inn. So there you go. Let's see. Best case, either you're in the number 1. Thank you so much for your business, Michael Pooch. I love best case, either you're in the number 1. I'm not sure what that means. Geez, that's embarrassing, says Darren Garcia. What the hue? Welcome to level 1, Darren. Oh, wait, what's going on? Did somebody? Oh, Darren Garcia. Thank you. I can't see that on Restream, but now I see it. Thank you for becoming a channel member, Darren. Much appreciated, my friend. Always good to have you here on the channel. Thank you so much for a basket case. Okay, maybe Michael Pooch is in on the hooch is going on. Listen, I'm just joking with you, Michael. Hopefully you're not trolling and you're liking the channel. So there you go. Just having some fun. Basket case is excellent. So Spooky Bed here gets the Green Inn. And thank you, Darren Garcia, again. Thank you. So here we go. Let's move on. Let's move on to question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Noof, French, Noof. What does Sergeant Howie find when he looks inside the empty school desk inside the school? What did Dino do there? What was he doing? I rejoined the show. That's good to hear, Darren. Thank you. Let me put that up. Let me put that up on screen. Oh no, not that one. Where are you at? I rejoined the show. Definitely good to hear. I worked with a dude that looked. Oh wait, here we go. I want to make sure I get these in too. Oh, somebody's got to remember that. Come on. What does Sergeant Howie find when he looks inside the empty desk inside the school? What does he find? No, come on. This is a big scene that you can't forget. Not too much to finish. Okay. The Green Man is an important figure in paganism. Yes, yes, yes. Especially in the death and rebirth traditions, making the Green Inn a great name, says WTF. Yes, yes, and yes. You'll see that image of the Green Man. Yeah, again, you got to see it. Lots of, oh my God, am I going to have to say this one? No, there's something in the desk. It deals with, it deals with a bug. That's all I'll say. A bug. Does it kind of jar the memory? So if I got to say more, I will. I'm surprised. You guys have been really good and spot on. And all of a sudden, a dead cat. Chewed up gum? A poppet? What the hell? Michael Pooch, I just really want to thank you so much for your channel. Thank you for being here and being a part of it. It is a love. It is something I do for the people out there who, again, I've said this over the years, can't sleep, have anxiety, have tinnitus, are going through hospice, are the list goes on and on and on. I'm one of the people who keep it on at night to listen to because of certain issues too, and to sleep. So there you go. Okay, so with that said, thank you, Ethel Roast. Finally, I thought somebody would get that. I thought somebody, when he opens up the desk, you see a beetle tied to a snail. So thus kind of it's a weird kind of scene, and one of the girls in the school did it, and yeah. So there you go. A jar full of flies. Love poppets. So Ethel Roast on the board. Good for you, Ethel Roast. 1 point to you. Thankfully somebody got it. A caterpillar, a roach. Okay, so I am going to let's move on and see what we get for the next question. The next question is: the remnants of the Wicker Man statue's wooden legs were stolen in 2006, having remained encased in concrete since 1972. True or false? True or false? The remnants of the Wicker Man statue's wooden legs were stolen in 2006, having remained encased in concrete since 1972. I mean, who would make that up, right? I mean, come on. Shimmy crickets. So let's see who gets it first. It looks like Paul Ham. Okay, looks like Paul Ham gets it first. It is true. It happened. Yes, it happened. False. Wow, cool. Edward grew up by Jimmy. Darren just Mr. We called him Mr. Hoffa. False. So you know where he is. Why would the roach snap? Would one tie up the roach snail? False. Okay. Yeah, I was checking a text. So there you go. Paul Ham gets his third point, one behind Spooky bed here. So there you go. Spell casting, Scarecrow. Yes, WTF. Listen, WTF. Thank you for being in the chat tonight and catching some of the remarks there. March's Red Fox was a big hangout. Damn, they'll steal anything. 50-50, and I guessed wrong. Okay, anyways. Okay, so here we go. Question number 11. What strange cure for a sore throat does Sergeant Howie observe whilst in the sweet shop? Oh, yeah. Wasn't this done in the Little Rascals too? What strange cure for a sore throat does Sergeant Howie observe whilst in the sweet shop? Never seen this movie. WTF, Scarecrow. Oh, Scarecrow Ninja. You must see this movie. You must. Yeah. Oh, this was definitely. I never seen Midsommar, Leanne Richey. You gotta see it. It's a trip. It's a good one. Nettle drink. And this is another one I thought definitely a lot of people would have guessed because it was an old custom. Yeah, Ian Sharp got it. Eucalyptus. Lindbergh cheese. Remember the scene in Who Done It? Abbott and Costello, where he cuts the Lindbergh cheese for the guy to put on the bread, a Lindbergh cheese sandwich, and it stunk so bad that they just couldn't take it. It was a funny scene. Drano, frog, and Paul Ham got it. Licking a frog. So Paul Ham now ties it up with Spooky Bed here. You better stay on your feet there, Spooky Bed here, because Paul Ham is usually on top of things. You're being pretty cagey, Ed. What's going on there? I will check it, Dino. Yes, Scarecrow Ninja. Yeah. Frog. Yes, it's licking the frog. Putting a small frog in someone's mouth and setting it there. Again, I remember the Little Rascals kind of doing that. So I do remember that. Yeah, I have to go by code CM. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about in chat, but it seems like some slick stuff going on there. I don't know. Am I thinking wrong? Q11, drink virginal blood. Oh boy. That's someone else. What was that? What was that woman in history that drank the blood of youth? Why can't I remember names of the young to stay young herself? Bath, Mary. I can't think of the name. It's an outrage. The Little Rascals schools. Yeah, no, I remember seeing that. Froggy, and Alfalfa. It was an episode where they had the big frog there, but one of them was sick and they put a frog. Anyways, let me go. Elizabeth Bathory, thank you, Paul. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to make him something. I don't know, Paul Ham. Always throwing aside the right answers. Yes. Elizabeth Bathory. That's drink the virginal blood. That Leanne Richey said. Madonna, some countess. Fireball, Red Bull, my go-to drink, Ethel Roast. Oh my God. Well, hey, if it works. Mary Queen of Scots, putting a frog in someone's mouth. Yeah. Listen, you wouldn't believe the things they used to do for cures and diseases back in the day. Or you would. We've all heard the stories. Come on. Are you going to have Art Bell night? Yes. Wednesday, April 12th. I do got something else that I got to take down that's listed already, but it will be Wednesday, April 12th. Me and Dave Plouffe will be talking about Art Bell all night, so that should be fun. We've got a lot of interesting stuff to talk about with Art Bell, that's for sure. And had baths, Mother Teresa. So there you go. Paul Ham ties it up with Spooky Bed here, and on to the next question. What Wait, no, not what. The Wicker Man and the Wicker Tree director, Robin Hardy, only directed one other movie. What was it? The fantasist, the visionary, or the idealist? Huh. The fantasist, the visionary, or the idealist? Harry Scott. Giggity, giggity. Giggity. It's a tie. Thank you. Right, Christy. Giggity, giggity. Mima Flowers. Mima Flowers. How are you, Mima Flowers? Says, hi, Harry. And Harry says, giggity. I'm getting a frog. Idealist. Paul Ham says fantasist. So Paul Ham takes the lead with 5. It is the fantasist. So there you go. The idealist. Yeah, I mean, ideally that would be the correct answer, but Paul Ham gets it. So there you go. Anywho, on to the next question. Whose voice had to be dubbed as they couldn't master the accent in The Wicker Man? Whose voice had to be dubbed as they couldn't master the accent in The Wicker Man? How crazy. Oh boy. And you could tell in the movie. It was good while it lasted, said Spooky Bed here. Don't give up. Don't give up on us, baby. Listen, you never give up, man. Paul Ham. What? You're thinking of the wrong lady. Ingrid Pitt's beautiful, but I mean, the lady in this movie is Britt Eklund. Britt Eklund's voice. And it was dubbed by Annie Ross. So Spooky Bed here, see, you never give up. Now you're tied with Paul Ham because he happened to say Ingrid Pitt, who is a Hammer horror girl. So there, well, I mean, she did other stuff, but you know what I mean. That one guy. Been a while since I've seen this. Brad Pitt, he can't master any accent. Woohoo! The guy that stuttered. Nice, Dino. David Soul. David Soul. David Soul. What? She isn't in this though. Britt Eklund. What are you guys talking about? Oh, David Soul. I got you. Edward Stewart. Okay, I got you. Yeah, listen, Paul Ham, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Walter Matthau. Paul Rubens. Pee Wee Herman himself? Pee Wee Herman himself. He couldn't get the accent down. So, yeah, they had to dub it. Mel Tillis. Worst I had to try was a brogue. Brogue. Ingrid Pitt is in The Wicker Man as well. I know, but Britt Eklund. In most of the scenes when she's talking, you can 100% hear her voice and how different it was. Anyways, let's move on. Question number 14. Moving right along. Ingrid Pitt. Listen. What was the vampire? The Twins of Evil. Twins of Evil. Am I getting that right? That's the one with Ingrid Pitt and the other beautiful, who I thought was even. Anyways, okay, here. Next question. Want to eat something and everybody gets silly without me. I went to eat something and everybody. Jack Lemmon. That song, Don't Give Up on Us, Babe. Oh, David Soul. Yes, he sung that song. The Vampire Lovers, yes. George Hamilton. What the hell? George Hamilton. That was the his vampire movie was Bite. Love at First Bite. Love at First Bite. I got it. I didn't need help. Twins of Evil. Yes, award winning. Oh, I loved it. Lust for a Vampire. Another good movie. Daryl Hannah. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. Which costume does Sergeant Howie wear so that he can spy on the May Day festival? So which costume does Sergeant Howie wear so that he can spy on the May Day festival? Ay, ay, ay. Only vampire with a tan. Yes, George Hamilton. Well, listen, George Hamilton would never not have a tan. He made sure. You say the fool, Paul Ham. Nope. George Hamilton is still alive. How old is George Hamilton? I've got to look that up. The fool, Jester. Oh, nobody's going to get this? Is this going to be too hard for everybody? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Okay, hold on. Who got it first then? Let's see. Paul Ham could have gone a couple different ways. Yes. The Fool. Punch from Punch and Judy was the actual character who technically is the Fool. So there you go. Paul Ham with 6 points now. There you go. Oh God, Scooby-Doo Underoos, Naughty Cop Ralph. Here we go with the bat. Yeah, name your best costume. Sexy Maid, Richard Nixon, George slept under a sun lamp. Yes, he did. A sheep, a lamb. Nice try. Ralph Bates did a great job in that. Darren, Naughty Cop. Yeah, Tramp. Cheerleader, a clown, a jester. George, how old is George Hamilton? You got to tell me now. Summerisle calls him the Fool. No, yeah. But it's the character of Punch and Judy. Who is the Fool? Anyways, you got it right. Good on you, Paul Ham. So you got 6 points in the lead. Spooky Bed here with 5. Ian Sharp with 2, and Ethel Roast with 1. Nixon, your last mob president, got Jimmy out early, 90s for Hamilton. Oh, I figured he was in his 90s, but man, I'm curious how old. Man, geez. Whoo! Can you imagine being born in the 20s and still being kind of alive? I am not kind of alive. That sounds bad. Brian Kirkham, 106. Listen, somebody look it up. I'm not going to look. Okay, hold on. You're going to make me do it. George Hamilton. How old is he? Let's see. No. Okay, George Hamilton. He was born August 12th, 1939. Somebody do the math. He's 83? Born August 29th. Wait. 39. Sorry, I'm counting with my fingers. No, he's 90 something. So wait, 83? No, he was not 90. Somebody do the math. Go on. I can't do it. Oh my God. Because who the heck knows when this was posted? He was born 1939. So that would make him what? 23 from 39. So it is 83, 84. Okay, so yeah, okay, there you go. He's 83. He's 83. I thought he would be older than that. I would have thought 90s too. Yeah, 83 just to guess. LL, you'll see 83. Older than dirt. Holy hell. What? George Hamilton, 83. He's somebody I would have thought would have been in his 90s, but no. Okay, next question. Here we go. Let's keep her rolling. What year is it now? It's 2023. Thought he was older. Me too. I mean, he was in Love at First Bite. And a lot of other stuff. But okay, so next question. Where does Sergeant Howie finally encounter the missing girl he's been searching for? Where does Sergeant Howie finally encounter the missing girl he's been searching for. And go. And go. So where does he find the missing girl? Bloggerty Schmoo, you started without me. Bad form. Listen, Bloggerty. I don't know how many times to say this. Thought he was 100, says Vicky Alcorn. Yeah. Bloggerty Schmoo. I mean, listen. It's every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Every Saturday a trivia night, for the most part. And every other show usually is 8 p.m. Eastern time too, other than Elise's show, which premieres at 7 on Fridays. So there you go. But good to have you there, Bloggerty Schmoo. Gomer's Love Shack during the parade restaurant. Oh God, here we go. Looks like people might not know this. Let's see. I did like the movie. Math is hard. In a cave. I do like that movie. Do we go with cave or do we go with the other answer? Oh boy. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to give it to Paul Ham, because I have down on the beach. That's technically where he encounters the girl, is on the beach, because he doesn't see her till she comes out of the cave and onto the beach. But I'm going to give it to you. Everybody's saying cave, and it's kind of I'm going with it. So Paul Ham, yeah, 7 points for you. It's not my fault. I live close to Lynn. Oh boy. Okay. Jumping Jeekers, Cracker Barrel. Anyone? Thanks, Dino. Yeah, no problem, Paul Ham. I mean, that's freaking close enough. Listen, everybody's saying the cave. They all remember the cave. But like I said, they all kind of don't see her until she comes out onto the beach. So technically, anyways, good on you, Paul Ham. You now have 7 points. Ray Christie is calling shenanigans. No, not really. Okay, it's a nice cave. At the graveyard having a picnic. Oh, listen, but no, that's not where he first encounters her. But yes, you remember the scene, Scarecrow Ninja. Yeah. Good. So here we go. Next question. Let me get through these. We got some time. About 4 more questions. So far, it looks like Paul Ham, unless Spooky Bed here comes up with a couple questions here. Cave leads to beach. It leads to the beach. Don't. Okay, so anyways, here, we're moving on. Which famous line, oh God, is anybody going to know this? Which famous line from Psalm 23 do we hear Sergeant Howie recite as the Wicker Man statue is set on fire? Do you guys remember what line from Psalm 23 Sergeant Howie recites as he's burning up in the Wicker Man? Spoilers! Oh boy. Oh my God. And just a real quick, close enough kind of thing. You could say the first few. Yeah, there you go. Spooky Bed here. I'm giving it to you because it's kind of a, long to type out, but Spooky Bed here gets it. 6 points to you. It only hurts the first time. The Lord is my shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me lie down. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. So there you go. Yeah, though I walk through the shadow of the valley of death, I got about Daryl Hagler. What's up? Good to see you, Daryl Hagler. I never seen this movie, Dino, Scarecrow Ninja. Well, we're talking about the ending scene now, so, hopefully spoilers aren't a big issue. Sergeant Pepper, Vicky Alcorn. He's singing Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Making it quick, Jesus Ian Sharp. Bloggerty, have they asked the one about the goats pissing on Edward Woodward yet? It caused havoc with the filming. No, I didn't talk about that, but that's an interesting trivia there for everybody. Spooky, I've seen you over at Diana's. Yes? Diana's? Who's Diana's? I mean, no channel shout outs anyway. So, but yeah, I guess if you've seen her over at Diana's, hey, you've met each other again in the same chat. So spooky bed here, 1 point closer. Here we go. The Titus White Horns. Good evening, Dino. Saw the movie once. Don't remember much. Glad to be here. Hello. Yeah, good to have you here, Doro. It's been a while, man. But yes, definitely good to hear you. And I think this is a movie that even seeing it once, you can remember a lot of that stuff. You know what I mean? So let's see. Sorry, just doing something really quick. Okay. Can we all say we know you? What? No, don't say you know me. Don't say you know me. I got a couple more questions, but I'm looking something up real quick because that's how I roll. That's how I roll. Let me see what this is. Really quick, I'm just looking something. Okay, so I see. I see. Really? Okay, so there you go. Yeah, no, I just looked up a channel. I just was curious what they were talking about. You have nice aquarium, says Ray Christie. Thank you very much. Okay, so there you go. There you go. Anyways, I'm going to move on. That's what she said. I've known Diana for years. Gotcha. I guess you guys both know each other from another channel. So there you go. And anyways, let's finish these out. I got a couple more questions. What is the final shot in the Wicker Man that the end credits play over? So what is the final shot in the Wicker Man that ends with the credits playing over? There you go. It's a small world after all. Brian Kirkham, top 3 days, got married, had a son. Let the checkout line at the grocery store know that I know Dino from the Late Horror Show. Yeah, let's put that up on the screen. That's worthy. There you go. No. Look at this, Ian. Let me make sure he's the first one to get it. Beheading, Sunset Bees, the Sunset. Ian Sharp beat you to it. Third point for Ian Sharp. Yes, it's the end credits are rolling and it's the sunset. You do hear the screams, but it's the sunset and then the music cue. So there you go. A very cool Ian Sharp. Good for you. Good for you, Ian Sharp. Christopher Lee, breakdancing. Oh no, not the bee. Sorry, wrong film. Yes, the world is actually flat. Yeah, you know, there's people out there make a great argument for it, but you know, in the end, the earth is round. The maypole scene, nicely done. Way to go. Okay, so we have two more questions. Let's see. If Spooky Bed here gets these last two questions, then Spooky Bed here you can win. Otherwise, Paul Ham's going to run away with it. Not run away with it. This is a close one. So next question. What is the alternate cut of The Wicker Man subtitled, released in 2013? So what is the alternate cut of the Wicker Man, subtitled, released in 2013? Oh, I saw Midsommar for the first time last week. Geez, that's disturbing. Yeah, Blogarty, Shmoo. It's an awesome film. It's a little disturbing, the end, but the pressure, right? 2 more questions equals 2 hours. Darren Garcia. What? The Island People, WTF. The director's cut, getting closer. Getting closer. The Omega cut. They go back to Kansas. Evil is waiting, I think. No. It's something along the line of the director's cut, Omega cut. No, but nobody's got it yet. There you go, Ethel Roast. Oh, with your second point. So it is the final cut. The final cut. I got 2 more questions if I wanted here. So technically I got 2 more. But yes, that was the final cut. And let me try to get the Iron Man from Black Sabbath. The Final Countdown, CM, by Europe. Oh, no. It's the final countdown. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, boy. How I wish that could just stay out of my mind forever. But it can't. Okay, so question number 19. Here we go. So technically, I got 2 questions. Sorry, that was Nicolas Cage, one we don't admit to. Yep, Electric Boogaloo. Next question. Why didn't Christopher Lee star as Sir Lachlan Morrison, as was originally intended, in the 2011 sequel, The Wicker Tree? Was it either because he was shooting Dark Shadows at the time? He'd been injured. He had injured his back, or that he wasn't offered enough money. So was it because he was shooting Dark Shadows, or he'd injured his back, or that he wasn't offered enough money? So let's see who gets it first. Thank you for not judging me for being stupid, Ray Christie. What? See ya. See who? See ya. Gonna go. Oh, later, Darren Garcia. Thank you for the join. Thank you. Giggity goo. Thank you. Okay. He got sick? No. I mean, listen. Oh boy. I mean, we can. I'm going to accept Spooky Bed here, because you put it in there. I asked 3 different things. Injured is bad. You put injured. So Spooky Bed here ties it up with Paul Hamm at 7, and this is perfect ending. A perfect ending to tonight's trivia night, where last question, and I'm only going to accept Spooky Bed here and Paul Hamm. So there you go, because he did injure his back. He had fallen over some cables while shooting The Resident. So there you go. Final Countdown song is one of those earworms where, you never hear it again. Yeah. He hurts his leg in a dance-off, says Black Roses. Good one, Jody. Glad you made it in, Darren. Arrested for smuggling a Yeti finger. Oh, boy. Wrong movie. WTF, wrong movie. Okay, so here we go. He hurt his vocal cords by beatboxing. Anyways, last question for Paul Hamm and Spooky Bed here to break the tie. Little pressure, Paul Hamm, this week. 7 apiece for Paul Hamm and Spooky Bed here. Here we go. What body waxing incident? Oh, God. Dino, thank you for having fun and not taking anything too serious. Well, thank you, Ray Christie. That's the only way I roll. Whatever. Everything's lighthearted. I'm human. I am here discussing, having fun with you guys. That's all I do. So, last question. Here we go. What was the name of the proposed third Wicker Man movie that Robin Hardy had been working on before his death in 2016? I repeat, what was the name of the proposed third Wicker Man movie that Robin Hardy had been working on before his death in 2016? Do either of you know that? He was looking for his missing link on the trains, the Scarecrow Ninja. Sure? Surely? Oh, boy. Oh, geez, I'm bouncing. Come on, who's going to win tonight? Grandmaster gave Gov's 86. Toy Story. Exactly. Come on. What was the third Wicker Man movie supposed to be before his death? Come on. Paul Ham, spooky bed here. Good question, Edward Stewart. Yeah, one of them should know. They're both typing like crazy. Watch. What is it? God dang it. Come on, I can't type quick enough. Come on. Last question. Do you know, is that your April Fool's joke? Hello? No. Oh, look at this. Paul Ham said, screw it. Spooky bed here gets it. It is the Wrath of the Gods. So Spooky bed here takes it from Paul Ham this week. Steals it right out from underneath his feet. Paul Ham, how do you feel, my friend? Let me know. John Wickerman. It was about a cult in Manhattan. Wick yourself. Wicker, what? Do you need to go, Grandmaster? Is that what's going on? Yeah, trying to be a smart ass. Is that what's going on? Paul Ham, great job, Spooky. Yeah, so Spooky bed here gets the win. I think that's your first win ever on trivia nights here on the channel. So yes, hail to Spooky bed here. And Paul Ham saying, well, a great job, Spooky. So there you go. Wicker goes to college. Oh, I love that. Wicker goes to college. Let's see. Toy Story. I'm trying to think if this. Yeah, anyways, it's fine. Great job. Yeah. So congratulations, man. Good job. Spooky bed here this week. So there you go. Anyways, with that said, tonight we have CBS Radio Mystery Theater is what we got. And then what do I got coming up tomorrow? Let me look at what's going on here. Let me see what's going on. Tomorrow night is M. 1931, Peter Lorre, Fritz Lang, another Peter Lorre I will be talking about tomorrow night. So there you go. Yeah. So another one bites the dust. Check out the Ellery Queen Mystery Minute Mysteries on the YouTube shorts that I got going up there. And make sure you hit a thumbs up for the stream if you want, or if not, whatever. But much love to each and every one of you. I have fun all the time. You guys make this a fun stream. Until the next trivia night, I will be posting very soon on what we will be doing next week. So there you go. Hi, Boy Donuts.